Hello everyone, my name is Blade Walker, and welcome to my first Let's Play for 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.4 Experimental. So, if you're not familiar with this game, it is a survival game with a lot of crafting elements, and a tower defense mechanic that occurs every 7 days when massive zombie horde comes to attack you at 2200 hours or 10 p.m. and it lasts until morning, or you exhaust the horde by killing all of them. The further into the game you get, the larger the horde and the longer it lasts. And of course, more difficult zombies spawn. And let's get this starting quest complete. First is to craft a bedroll and then place it, which is simple enough. You just need to punch enough blades of grass, put it down, and then I pick it up so that I can place it down later in my permanent place where I decide to stay. Alright, next is to craft a stone axe, which I've already collected the materials for, so I shall do that now. And there we go. Now, the next quest I do believe is to, craft plant fiber pants and a shirt. And as you can see, when you have the quest, it actually tells you which ones to do in the menu, which makes it much easier and less confusing. Alright, the next quest I believe is to create a wooden club, which we will chop down this tree to complete. Yep, craft a wooden club. So once again it shows the exclamation point, so you craft that. That quest is complete. And on to quest 6, which I do believe is to, craft a primitive bow and at least one stone arrow. So since I have the materials to do both, I shall do that. And there is a deer there, which I would very much like to get. But I need stone. Is that what I'm out of for arrows? Yep, stones. See if I can get some stones without freaking out the deer. Oh, he's coming close. I'm surprised. Yeah, oh, nope, there he goes. Crap. They made deer, or I should say animals in general, much more skittish in Alpha 18.3. So it's a little more difficult to shoot them. And I wouldn't even bother with melee. You'll never get close. So, reload the bow, make some more arrows, and then see if we can get lucky and get a hit. Nope, not on that one. If you do get a hit, it will make a thud sound letting you know, which once again I did not. Nope. Let's see if I can get this little deer. No? Really? Wow, my aiming is off today. Oh, that was close. I feel like I got robbed on that one. No way, I'm going to use all my arrows and miss? Yes, I am. Okay. We'll not worry about that. Unfortunately, my controller just turned off on its own, so need to restart it. Oh. There we go. See if we can get some more feathers. Ah, an iron node. If once again you're new, this is a new feature for Alpha 18. You will see all available resources as a node above ground. If you wish to mine this, I wouldn't worry about mining it at this point in the game. The ground below usually, well, if not always, has the ore or resource directly below it. And if you continue to dig down below it, you will find more and more of that resource until eventually it does run out. But usually there's quite a large amount of resources under each one. Now this is just a regular small boulder, and it is not considered a ore or a mining type item. Therefore, there is no stone ore or vein directly below it, because once you go several blocks down into the ground, you eventually hit nothing but stone, so there's really no need for that. Alright, next quest. Create one wood frame and then place it down and upgrade it using your stone axe. There we go. I want to get my wood back, so I'm going to chop this down. Oh, needs to be repaired. You need stone to repair this. If you don't know, you can check on the little box up here and it'll tell you repairs with small stone. So I use the hotkeys. So there you go, all repaired. Okay, next is to build a campfire, which you need stones. I've got plenty, so we're going to craft that. And it doesn't matter where you place it down, just anywhere is fine. Now, by completing those first quests, you will automatically get 4 skill points that you can use to buy skills. Now, there are a lot of skills, and everybody has their personal preference. If you aren't sure what to get, then wait till you find a safe spot so you don't get attacked by zombies or animals like bears or wolves. In this biome, the snow biome, the primary animal you'll run across is a mountain lion, which is new to Alpha 18, and they are very dangerous. Oh, there's that deer. Oh, and I got no arrows. Oh, well. So, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. Oh, you ran away, you little rat. Get over here. Ooh, did not mean to do that. Maybe I'm not going high. No, I think I'm going too high. Now I think you're just... Really? Okay, clearly I'm not very competent with the bow. So, the next quest after you finish the initial 8 is to locate the trader. If you look on the compass, you can see on the top, you can see the exclamation point in yellow that tells you the direction you need to go. You can also look at the map and zoom out, and you can see down here there is the yellow exclamation point. Now, if you want, you can hit the button. I do believe it's right click on the mouse. Again, I'm using a controller, so it's not the same. And then you can place a quick waypoint, which puts a small red flag, which makes it even easier to find a location. Now, I personally enjoy doing the trader quests, so I am going to zip myself along to the trader, picking up some rocks for things I might need, like repairs for stone axe or stone arrows, or I just remembered, there are new weapons for Alpha 18, such as the spear. The spear is a great weapon in the very beginning, at the very least, because of its range. They added a new mechanic where when zombies take damage, there's a chance, depending on difficulty, the higher the difficulty, the more likely the chance, that zombies will basically run faster for a brief period. This is very dangerous if you're using something like a club or a stun baton in the very beginning, because without armor, you will take a significant amount of damage. So the spear is nice because not only can you stab with it and its distance or range is much larger, but you can also throw it with the power attack. And then of course, whether it hits or not, you can always pick it up. A very, very useful weapon in beginning game. I highly recommend using it even if you don't like spears. Personally, I'm more of a club, or I do like the stun baton. And I use the spear in the beginning just because of the nice distance. It makes it easier to hit the zombie, and if it starts to run, usually you're far enough you can turn and run away. So it's up to you to choose what's best for you. But personally, I like the spear in the very beginning because it will definitely save you getting hit if they start to run and you're quick enough. Let's loot this stuff. Okay, that's useful. Alright, go inside the trader. I like to close the door because otherwise zombies that might have seen you will follow you in, and it has happened many times.
Great prices.
Hello, Bob. Alright, so the initial quest is now complete. You get a little XP bonus. And that's pretty much the end of the game's quest, telling you where to go and what to do. Speaking of zombies, look at that. One has followed me. Okay, so I'm going to get a job because jobs are very simple usually and easy XP in the beginning game. Fetch quests are basically quests where you go to a building and you do not have to kill any zombies unless you want to. You just need to find a satchel, grab the satchel, and the quest is complete. Buried supplies, again, very simple. You go to the location indicated on your map and compass, dig down until you find the supplies, loot it, and bring it back. Clear zombies, just like it sounds. Go to a building, make sure you kill every zombie, and then the quest is complete. For the beginning, I tend to like doing the buried supplies because they don't require you to fight or kill zombies. Oh, I thought I turned the health bars off. The health bars is a mod that I have installed for my personal games because I happen to like it, but I know some people do not. Oh, she's moving faster. So we throw the spear and away she goes. Now, as I said, the reason I closed the door was, to prevent that from happening. Thank you very much, Baldy, for also proving my point. Oh, see, I missed, so now I gotta find it. Easy to find. Oh, right in the head. And, out of stamina. Oh, I don't think he's running faster. Oh, yeah, he's definitely moving quicker. Oh, better run. Gotta watch your stamina in the beginning, especially because it's very easy to run out. And down he goes. Okay, so if you look up on the compass directly to the south, there is a little treasure icon. That is for the buried treasure for the trader. As you can see in the top right corner, it tells you the distance to the location in question. And I need to make a shovel in order to dig down, which is right... Oh, what am I missing? Stone shovel, stone shovel. Uh-oh. I see her. Is there any others? Nope. Oh, I can use the XP. Ooh, right in the head. Let's try to get her before she starts running. Oh, there she goes. Got her. Okay. So, need to make a... Am I looking right at it? Play this game so much and it's still easy to miss things. Maybe it's wood I'm missing. No, I got wood. Stones. I must be looking right at it. Oh, nope, I was in the wrong category. Sorry. Stone shovel. Make one of these. Drop it down into the hotbar. And now we find the buried supply and dig it up. All the while keeping a look for zombies, bird's nest if you're interested in feathers to make arrows for the bow. Personally, I'm not big on the bow, but the bow is definitely a very good weapon for beginning game at the very least. Allows you to keep your distance. Ooh, a biker. These guys are real tough in the beginning. A lot of hit points, hit pretty hard, and for some reason, these dudes run really quick sometimes. Oh, missed that. But as you can see, really, I missed again? Not doing so great today. These guys can definitely pick up speed in a hurry. So you definitely, as you can see, there he comes at me. I really should have just avoided... Oh, come on, really? I totally whiffed that one. Is he going to run fast? Nope. Ooh, good chance to get him in the head if I can. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Just said to watch for low stamina, and then what do? Yo! He's running. Oh, crap. He is really running. Oh, whoa! This is not nighttime. You are not supposed to be running. Whoa, dude, seriously. Okay, I think he's broken. He is not stopping. I think it's time to run. I definitely cannot take him on without armor. I do not want to get hit if I can avoid it. Oh, okay, I heard more footsteps. It's just him. I ain't worried about him too much. I should be able to lose him unless this treasure's really close, which doesn't seem like it's too close. Of course, there's another. Oh, he made the noise. That means he saw me. Usually throwing the spear anywhere between 2 to 3 times will knock them on the ground, making for an easy headshot. Unless, of course, you're like me and couldn't get a headshot to save your life. Quite literally in this case. Alright, he's down. Let's continue on to our treasure, which, okay, it's on the side of a hill. A lot of people do this technique. They'll go in and they'll try to center themselves on it. Oh, did I just get lucky? I did. Sometimes the terrain will glitch a little bit and you'll be able to find the buried treasure without actually digging for it. If you find a recipe for something and it has a little book icon and it's closed, that means you do not know it, so it's a good idea to use it. Now, as soon as I loot all of these items and close this menu, because this is a trader quest, it's going to spawn a bunch of zombies. You can fight them or you can run. Now you'll see them spawn. There's one, usually between 2 to 5. Usually I see 3, but I'm only seeing 1, but I think there's one up over that hill. Alright, well, if there's only, well, maybe there is. I don't know if that one back there spawned from, oh, I just heard another one. Come on, pick it up, please. Thank you. Alright, let's just go ahead and, don't worry about these health bars. I'll turn them off after this session. Oh, he got me. Alright, down he goes. Now I can get a couple of relatively easy headshots. Alright, thank you. And there he goes running. 2 hits usually knocks him down if I could get my spear. Okay, he's not running too fast. Now, the melee combat's been changed since Alpha 17, and you pretty much have to have the crosshair exactly over the spot you want to hit, or you will miss completely. So there he goes. Now, since I finished the quest, it tells me where to go back, and in this case, it tells me to return to the trader, which is easy to find using the exclamation point on the compass at the top. Simple enough. Like to take this opportunity while I'm running to say that I am using some mods. However, they are all quality of life. No actual new content of any kind. So if that bothers you, I apologize, but all of the ones I use, minus like the health bars, I pretty much have to have because the game just isn't as enjoyable to me without them. For example, the encumbrance mod, some people like it, some people don't. Personally, I don't like it because this game is basically a time resource management game, and I just can't stand running super slow when I fill my inventory up with a lot of stuff. On a game where the main focus is looting, I do not care for that mechanic because it slows you down, which of course is the intent, and it makes you much more vulnerable and takes too long to get places, which sometimes already takes a long time to begin with. Okay. When you complete a quest and you return to the trader that you got it from, they will offer you rewards. In this case, a submachine gun, which is pretty tempting, or first aid kits. In my case, I'm going to take the first aid because I don't really need a gun at this point. You can check his inventory if you wish, which I'm going to do now. On the far right here, he has a separate inventory called the Secret Stash. It has a completely different inventory than all of these other icons, and he divides up his general stock into individual types. So you can either click on the basket and look at all of them together, or you can go individually and look at each category. Now, personally, I like to check the Secret Stash first because usually there's better stuff in there. Look at that. That is definitely something I want to get. A pump shotgun schematic, so I can make a pump shotgun. These are books which are perks that are not related to using skill points. They are very, very useful in many cases. Some of them, not so much. This one is extremely good. It allows you to craft the Tier 3 M60 machine gun. That is a really good book. Automatic weapon 6. Fully automatic mode has an increasing chance to ragdoll an enemy with each hit. Also very nice. Okay, I think I am going to go for the pump shotgun schematic, which means...
There's always Shamway up the road. You can try looting.
Oh, my good man, I do not need to do that. I will just get another quest from you.
I'm in a little predicament. Could you help, traveler?
Yes, I can.
Well, alrighty then. Let's
Okay.
get the ball rolling.
Yes, let us do that. Alright, I like to do several quests in the very beginning over prioritizing looting or killing zombies, simply because the items you get are usually quite good, as well as the little bit of experience, and most importantly to me, the dukes, which is the currency in this game which you use to buy anything from the traders. Dukes are very, very easy and or hard to get depending on what you do. If you do a lot of looting, they can be very easy to get. Certain things, of course, sell for different amounts. Your best bet is to try to find higher tier weapons, armor, anything that's got a quality on it. Usually sells for more than individual items. But you can sell pretty much everything to the trader except, I believe, full vehicles. Alright, let's see. How far are we away? Not far. Oh, needs to be repaired. You can tell how damaged an item is by the bar underneath it. In that case, it was nearly broken. Uh-oh. Oh, she got me. Nope. Ah. See if I can knock her down. Yes. Okay. I am not going to heal even though I'm rather low. I'm going to hope that I don't get hit. Which, oh, well, looks like I gotta take this guy out. You know what? I know it's close, but I can take some damage, or do some damage without getting too close. Maybe finish him off with the, really? Something else you need to be aware of is other zombies around you. They will easily sneak up on you and get a cheap hit on you. Okay, that's all for that, so let's go ahead and... Oh, he's mad. And... oh, I missed. He's done. Take a seat. Alright, let's get back to digging the treasure. I like to do the method a little bit more and dig straight down. Unfortunately, the one problem with doing the buried treasures in the very beginning is it does take a while to dig out areas, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Some people disagree, and that's cool. Some people prefer to do the fetch quests in the beginning. I do not. Or I shouldn't say fetch, because I don't mind doing the fetch. I actually like the fetch quests. But the clear quests. Nothing there. Alright, we'll keep on digging and see if we can find it. I tend to get to the center of the treasure icon when it's glowing, and then I dig a circular pattern around where the icon is. Usually that will find you the treasure pretty quickly. Not always, but sometimes. Okay, another thing, if you do end up falling in the hole or jumping in the hole to dig further, it is a very good idea to make sure you always have a way to get out of the hole in case another zombie comes and falls in the hole with you, because that would be very bad. Let's try digging this way. Apologies if this is a bit boring, but unfortunately the very beginning of the game is, well, depending on your perspective or what you like to do, it can definitely be a little boring. Personally, this is the kind of stuff I like to do. I enjoy digging and grinding, and there it is. Okay, so once again, oh, hop seed recipe. Okay, that's good. That you use that to make beer. And there's the supply. So as soon as I loot this, Zombies are going to spawn. And there they are. In this case, I'm kind of in a hurry, so I'm going to avoid killing them for now. The XP is nice, but I really want the Dukes to buy those books. So I'm going to pass on the zombie kills for the moment. And we are going to get our butts back to the trader. I'm trying to teach you guys a little bit about what to do and what not to do. More just what to do. But I realize this isn't exactly the most thorough tutorial. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to explain every little detail about the game because this game is actually quite deep, even though it doesn't seem to be at first glance. There is a lot of information that is easy to not know or forget, and some people try to claim that things are true that aren't, and vice versa. So it's difficult sometimes to get accurate information about certain things. So I'm trying to only explain things that are absolutely necessary, at least that I feel, in the very beginning.
Hello, traveler.
Hello.
You did it. Great.
Oh, a stun baton. I'm going to go with the stun baton. I know a lot of people would think the herbal antibiotics are better, and they definitely can be, but I hope I'm going to take a chance that I'm not going to get infected, and I'm going to take the stun baton. The next quest is a clear zombies.
Can you
Okay.
help me with my problem?
Yes, I
It's
can.
rare to find honor in these dark times.
I totally understand that. Okay, I'm going to drop items that I feel I don't need at the moment. Let's see. The note from the Duke, you don't need that. Okay, so I've got 1,100 Dukes. That means I could buy, I do believe, the pump shotgun. No, it's 1,600. Okay. Oh, it was the automatic handbook. That's 1,000 Dukes. All right, so we are going to put the stun baton. Now, the stun baton basically works by hitting the zombie a certain number of times, and then it becomes charged. Once it becomes charged, the next zombie you hit will become immobile. They can still swing and hit you if you're too close, but they won't be able to move towards you. So it can be very, very useful. A lot of people don't tend to like the stun baton because it doesn't really stop the zombies. It doesn't do a lot of stun locking. But it can be good if you know how to use it. The biggest thing you got to know is, as with any weapon, if you don't hit them in the head, they're not going to die very quickly, and therefore, if you get surrounded by 2, 3, 4 plus zombies, you're definitely going to get hit, if not die, by using the stun baton. So what I tend to do is try to get a couple of quick hits in, usually power attacks, which seem to charge the stun baton more quickly. And then, oh, here we go. I'll attack a Paul Bunyan here. Now, what I tend to do is do a couple of strong attacks. There we go. Now, while he's stunned, you try to get headshots. Now, I'm not doing much damage because I'm at the beginning and I have no perks. And of course, the lumberjacks are very powerful, especially early game. I wouldn't recommend fighting them in the beginning if you're new to the game. Or if you're going to, definitely use a ranged weapon because they will definitely mess you up if you get close. Lockpicks are good for if I find a safe. Unfortunately, they do not work on doors, only safes. Okay, 200 meters, we're almost there. In the beginning, I'm not going to cut out pretty much anything because everything is new and fresh, and pretty much everything you find can be of use. But once we get further along, I will start cutting out the boring things such as walking or resource gathering. Ooh, look, that's coal. Kind of hard to tell sometimes, but it's a dark black or dark gray ore. So that's coal. Every resource has a certain biome that it appears more frequently in, but except for oil shale, all other ores can appear in any biome. Oil shale is the only one that is exclusive to a single biome, and that biome is the desert. I found a book. Okay, what do we got? Exploding arrows. Not quite a rocket launcher, but it will do. Craft exploding arrows and crossbow bolts. Well, yes, thank you. Alright, so I'm here, but I don't see anything. Oh, okay, it's this house. Alright. Head to Rally Point. Oh, okay, I know this house. It's nice and small. This one's easy to raid. Nice tip here. These little wood piles are worth more wood than a tree per hit. So if you need wood, I recommend taking these out. You can get a decent amount of wood in a short time, which in the beginning is always handy. Okay. Now, when it comes to doing quests and POIs or buildings, some people like to do the POIs twice, meaning before they start the quest, they'll run inside and loot it if they haven't already. Then they start the quest, which completely resets the POI, restoring all of the loot and items inside. I don't do it too much because it takes a lot of time, but for these early POIs where they're really small and they're quick to loot, I tend to like doing it because we kind of need as many resources as we can get. Make sure nobody else is coming. Alright, we're going to stun her. Oh, well, I got hit. Try to get headshots if you can. She's done. Now, the electricity, the stun, does do damage over time, though very little. The biggest benefit is that it slows them down. There we go. Again, the key is to make sure, whenever possible, to hit them in the head. I know that's not exactly the easiest thing to do, but I would definitely try for headshots. If you can't hit them in the head, or you're worried about going over their head, try to hit them in the upper chest or the neck, so at least you do get a hit. Now I'm going to have to heal after this one. We're going to go ahead and use a bandage, and then we're going to hopefully stun her. Yep, there we go. Okay, I suppose I should move my first aid bandages down here. And do I have any? I do have cloth. You can use cloth to make bandages. Bandages prevent you from bleeding out when you get hit. Sometimes you will just randomly start bleeding out. These bandages will not heal you. They only will stop the bleeding damage and then restore your max health. Every time you get hit, your max health will drop a little bit, and the only way to restore it is by using a healing item. Not any healing item, but bandages, first aid bandages, and first aid kits like this one here. You can use pain pills, but those will not restore your max health. They will just restore your actual health. Alright, lots of good stuff in here that I can get later. I personally don't take apart things such as beds until I have a wrench. Alright. Alright, see, the stun baton can be pretty good. I mean, obviously the clubs and such, which have higher attack, are definitely better in pure damage, but I personally enjoy the... Oh, it's another paw. Great. I personally enjoy the stun mechanic, especially if you use one or two strong attacks in the beginning. Now, see, that was kind of cheap. He started walking even when he was stunned. One of the nice things about the baton is usually if you continue to hit them while they are stunned, they will use... Oh, I'm infected. Now see, I should have taken those herbal antibiotics. That's okay. Infection cures are fairly common. I mean, kinda. Coffee, nothing in there. Nothing good in there, just water. Water's good in the beginning. Definitely need water and food. A lot of food and water in cabinets typically. Or the refrigerator. Okay, I don't know why somebody would put plastic in the microwave, but okay. Sometimes you'll see these cabinets have something hidden in them, so you can break them. Ah, that is very good. We will definitely wear that. Padded armor, unlike all other armor in the game, does not have movement penalties or stamina penalties. Anything above padded leather armor, or padded armor, excuse me, like leather armor, iron armor, scrap iron, and steel, those all have penalties that will reduce your stamina recovery rate as well as reduce your mobility. They also increase your noise if you're trying to be sneaky and get headshots on sleepers without being alerted, which gives you a sneak damage bonus. So keep that in mind depending if you want to sneak or if you just want to be a walking tank and run in. Also be aware that these little items on the ground such as that and the glass, if you walk over them, they make noise and the zombies will hear and wake up and then of course come to see what made the noise and try to eat your face. So I would avoid those if possible. Alright, let me show you what you can do. Now see how I just told you about this? If I walked across it, it'll make noise and wake her up. But if I'm real quiet, I can get sneak damage, which didn't really do much. Okay. Oh, that was all I have. Alright, I'm not too concerned about waking her up, because what I usually will do... I got lucky this time, it stunned her. Move back so she can't hit me. And she's down. Simple as that. Alright, I do believe there's something hidden here. Yes, there is. Purse. Thank you. Another item hidden here. As you can see, if you're careful, you can, there you go, loot it between. Again, I'm using a controller, so it's a little more difficult. Don't need the broken glass. Don't intend to make any of those or those. Scrap helmet. Okay, see how the scrap helmet says stamina per second -9, mobility -6. That means you'll lose 6% of your maximum normal movement speed. But it does have really good armor, so it does slow you down, but it also means you can take a hit better. Now, I personally wear full heavy armor, and I like to prefer to be a walking tank later in the game. But in the beginning, mobility is definitely, or can be better than simply being able to take the hits. Alright, so I believe that's everything inside. Okay, we'll check the toilet. Nothing. Okay. Now, you can scrap just about, well, quite a few things in the game. However, anything you scrap, you lose roughly 25% of whatever that resource would be. For example, you can smelt brass into a forge later on in order to make bullet casings for ammunition. Some people scrap all brass or lead items or items like this that make iron. Now, personally, I'll scrap most things, but I personally will not scrap brass. However, once again, because I'm using mods, one of the mods, the quality of life ones I use, gives me an extra 15 inventory spaces, so instead of 45, which is the normal default, I can carry 60 items. Okay. I think that's it, so let's go ahead and start the quest, which resets the entire POI. I don't think I need this anymore. Okay, so... Oh, bookshelves respawned, okay. Uh-oh. Somebody's snorting at me. Come on. Oh, I should have known. See, didn't check my sides, so I took a hit. Okay, he's running. Let's try to get a stun on him. Another tip, once you start a quest, if you move too far away from the POI, you will actually instantly fail the quests. The way you can tell is by in the top right corner it says stay within. If you move far enough away, it'll turn yellow. Now if the little check mark turns yellow, that means you're close to failing the quest by moving too far away. So your best bet is to move back in. Now, it can be easy to fail the quest, especially if you're trying to kite zombies or whatever outside. It can be very easy to do this and go backwards and backwards and backwards until you accidentally walk out. So if you do want to kite them outside, it's best to try to kite them directly around the building in order to prevent accidentally failing the quest. Okay, I know he's through the door, but I want to get the loot. Let's see. Use adrenaline to your full advantage. You can fall up to 15 meters without taking damage while carrying 5,000 dukes or more. That is a good book. Paper. Okay, paper's good. You can make shotgun shells with that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get some more cloth, because I definitely want to make some more bandages in case I start bleeding. Don't worry too much about the infection. Until it gets to, I believe, 10% or maybe 15%, there's no actual adverse effects. It doesn't cause any issues. It's when it gets to the point where the numbers and the words turn yellow, or it's orange. Then you got to worry, because that's when it starts actually negatively affecting your stats. I believe in the beginning it's stamina recovery. So your stamina, whoa! No, definitely want to get away from him. Come on. Yeah. Alright, let my stamina recover a little. Gotcha. Alright. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to clear the POI, then loot. Sometimes that's a smarter option. Alright, while she's zapped, I'm going to take care of him a little bit. There we go. Oh, I'm going to go downstairs. Let them come to me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, she jumped. Come on. There we go. She's done. Now, this is a glitch. Sometimes they'll start attacking the stairs instead of coming down. Hopefully they'll fix that one day. Now, see, look at this. Where are you going? Hey, over here. I mean, sure, I'll just sit there and beat on you for free. Dummy. I believe that's it. Yep, clear the area. Okay, so the quest is now done, which means I could leave. However, if you look at the time at the top, it's 2,100 hours. The trader closes at 2150. So even if I ran now, I'd never make it back before he closes. So I'm just going to go ahead and loot this and probably stay here overnight, because at night zombies run. Now, I've got over 3,000 hours in the game, and no, I'm not bragging, I'm just stating it so that if I screw up, you know that even people that played the game a ton make mistakes and don't know everything, which is the truth. It's hard to know everything about everything. So, I have never played with running zombies at night, because I don't care for running zombies. I don't really think that makes sense personally, although I know there are many movies and such where they do run at night. I'm more of a old school, I guess you'd say, fan. But in the interest of the Let's Play, I've decided to go ahead and turn the zombies on so they run at night, because I figure if I was watching it, it's more interesting when the zombies run at night and therefore a greater threat. So that's why I decided to do that. Alright, let's loot everything. Okay, murky water can be good. Alright, trash can. Oh, and 2200. It is now officially night, which means zombies will run. Okay, so that's good. Die. Nope. Microwave's open. Alright, if you see anything open, like the microwave or the fridge, the cabinets, that means they're not lootable. However, anything that is closed is lootable. See if is there anything in... Yes, there is. There is something in here. Oh, food pile. That's good. Food, food, food. Oh, yucca juice. That's very good. I'll happily take yucca juice. Coffee maker. No coffee. Believe that's everything. Okay, so now we can head upstairs. Oh, look at that. Missed that right there. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the doors. That way, if zombies come along and start beating on them, it'll give me a little time to prepare myself. Although, you can do this. It's another little tip. They can jump one block. So if you make sure that any place that you're at is unreachable by jumping more than one block, meaning they have to jump 2 blocks or more, they can't get to you. So what usually I'll do is knock out the bottom 2. Oh, there we go. Something heard me. Yep, here they come. So let's break this. I don't care. They can beat the house down for all I care. Alright, did I... Oh, I did already loot everything up here. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, when they break in, they'll come close to here. You know what? Let's go ahead and put my bedroll down in case I die, because it's totally possible. Alright, we can make more bandages. Now, if you look over here, you can see my max health and my max stamina have dropped. Your max health drops whenever you get hit. Nope, there he is, or she. Hey, over here. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Oh, that's a feral. Okay, so regular zombies have normal eyes. However, if a zombie is feral, that means they'll run regardless of day or night, and they're more powerful. They do more damage. They have more hit points. The way you can tell a feral is a feral is if it's during the day they run, or if you get close enough, you can see they have glowing eyes. Now, I don't think... Yeah, she really likes hiding. There you go. You can kind of see it there. When she moves around, you can see her eyes are glowing like an orange color. If they're glowing, that means be very careful because they will definitely kill you in a hurry. Now, I think what I'm going to do is create some wood frames. And then I'm going to do this, which should allow me to get a hit on her. At least I'm hoping. No. Yeah. Yes. Oh, there you go. Now you can really see her eyes. Now, starting in Alpha 18, one of the new features is, at night, there's a small chance for a feral to spawn. At least that's what one of the co-creators of the company, Joel, says. Now, personally, there you go. Now you can really see her eyes are glowing. Personally, from what I've seen, it's pretty much 100% that you'll get ferals. The difference isn't that they have a low chance to spawn. It's actually that not many of them will spawn. You'll usually only see one or two unless you cover a larger area at night, which most people don't do because zombies run and it's more dangerous. Now, the other thing that spawns at night are spider zombies. A lot of people hate them. I'm not a big fan of them because obviously they're really hard to kill. Basically, they jump towards you, and they can jump quite high and quite far. They're also a little more powerful, but they have super low hit points, so if you hit them in the head particularly, they die very easily. It's just that they jump around and they're hard to hit, so a lot of people really, really don't like them. Oh, look at that, free stuff. All right, let's get some free stuff here. Right, medical pile, what do we got? Okay, I'll take some nitrate. You need nitrate to make farming plots if you want to farm later. You also need it for ammunition. Okay, it is 2,300 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. When we pick up, it'll be morning. For now, in the beginning, I don't intend to go out much at night like most people that do Let's Plays or just play the game in general. Until you get a little better geared up, armor, weapons, guns, it's generally not the best idea to travel too much at night if you can avoid it because it's very easy to die. If you run into any zombie, they can run, and if you run out of stamina, that can end your game very quickly. So, I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If anybody ever sees this, since this is my first video ever. Take care, have a good time, and I will see you in the next episode. Later.